Tanjung Dawai is a popular tourist destination thanks to its natural beauty. Accordingly, it was determined through the interview and survey that the majority of them are engaged in commercial activities such as the production of food and drinks, agricultural activities, salted like seafood, and others. However, the issue of water and sanitation are one of problems in the area. They occasionally run out of clean water, which make it difficult for corporate operation to run efficiently. For instance, they must properly wash every ingredient to prevent any sickness if they are to serve customer food that is both clean and safe. Due to the limitation occur, the developing of this area will be slow. Moreover, it will bothersome the social activities that running by the public within the area. Therefore, some parties need to take fast action toward this issue and provide this area with enough of clean water resources. This is to ensure the social activities including public welfare are taken care of.
Next, since Tanjung Dawai is one of the most interactive tourism area and hotspot in Sungai Petani, to be a developed area, there is need a positive social engagement in conducting their own affairs, which Tanjung Dawai society has that common in conducting their business. They are very friendly with one another and very supportive in giving their helps, even though they are competing in business. However, about the society, they are not parasites. For example, while conducting Sulam programs, we as students can see the way they are accepting tourists and the way they are treat people nicely. So we believe this is the same way to growth a social development.
Tanjung Dawai Merbok Beach, which should always be beautiful every time, is now being polluted by the piles of garbage left by visitors after having recreation in that area. Even though trash bin facilities have been provided by the regional government, plastic waste and food containers are still thrown everywhere. The attitude of irresponsible visitors who underestimate the problem of cleanliness and without guilty littering invites a bad image for this place. In addition, this discarded garbage not only polluted the scenery but also great and unpleasant. And if this continues, this beach could become a breeding ground for Aedes mosquito.
Malaysia have various difficulties in handling garbage responsibly due to their expanding cities and soaring populations. At a recycling rate of 5%, Malaysia produced 19,000 tons of garbage per day in 2005. 13 years later, in 2018, the amount grew to 38,000 tons per day despite an enhanced recycling rate of 17.5%. This is concerning because the rate has surpassed the 30,000 tons per day estimate from the Japan International Cooperation Agency research for the year 2020. Every day, Malaysia discards more than 30,000 tons of municipal solid waste or 1.70 kg of waste per person. To curb waste generation, government provides target incentive to companies such as e-idaman companies that undertake activities which cater to environmental management, specifically recycling of waste such as toxic and non-toxic waste, chemical and reclaimed rubber. These companies can be considered for income tax exemption of 70% under pioneer status for the period of 5 years, or investment tax allowance of 60% on the qualifying capital expenditure incurred within a period of 5 years.
As we know, Tanjung Dawai are always being filled with societies such as store sellers and also tourists. As according to Department of Statistics Malaysia in 2020, number of population of Tanjung Dawai is 65,725 people. Thus, by referring to the issue of water and sanitation for social activities at Tanjung Dawai, government should play their part in providing society with better water supply. This is because a good water supply is particularly important for certain segments of society, including store sellers and tourists, for the following reasons. One of it for store sellers in ensuring their hygiene and food safety. Store sellers rely on clean water for food preparation, cooking, and maintaining proper hygiene practices. Next, clean water also essential for maintaining the health and safety of the tourists. It ensures that they have access to safe water drinking, reducing the risk of waterborne disease. Thus, government should play their part in providing adequate sanitation facilities and proper wastewater management to protect the society, especially in Tanjung Dawai.
The third role of government, local municipal councils and society is to be revitalize Tanjung Dawai as a famous tourist attraction. E-Idaman has come up with Idaman Exchange. It is a recycling program that gives rewards through the use of mobile app. The program is also in line with the objective of enhancing public practice in recycling activities as well as supporting the government in the separation at source initiative. For instance, the Gotong Royong program around Tanjung Dawai, organized by the Sungai Petani Municipal Council in collaboration with the Tanjung Dawai Assemblyman People Service Centre and E-Daman Sungai Petani, which can also increase social engagement between people in Tanjung Dawai and tourists. To urbanize recycling practice among the public, E-Idaman Sdn Bhd embarked on the Idaman Exchange online application for a better engagement in recycling initiative.
The challenges for water and sanitation for social activities is that Tanjung Dawai has a limited sanitation facilities such as public restrooms or changing rooms. Inadequate infrastructure can result in long waiting times, overcrowding or insufficient hygiene maintenance. This can impact the comfort and convenience of visitors and discourage them from engaging in social activities at Tanjung Dawai.
The waste pollution challenge at Tanjung Dawai is to the human health. The first challenge is open burning of waste, release toxic fumes, and this can cause to respiratory problems and other illness. The second one is from improper waste management. This can attract pests and vectors that transmit illness to the human health. The third health impact is from the poor waste disposal practice. This can contribute to the spread to waterborne infection to the human body.
Challenges for society engagement issues is infrastructure development. Inadequate infrastructure, including transportation, utilities and public facilities, can hinder society engagement. For example, inefficient transportation infrastructure such as poorly maintained roads, limited public transportation options or lack of connections to neighboring areas can create barriers to community engagement. Residents may have difficulty in commuting to work, attending community events, accessing essential service or participating in activities outside the immediate area.
The suggestion for limited sanitation facilities is to give an adequate sanitation facilities, providing an ample number of clean and well-maintained restroom and changing facilities can ensure that these facilities are conveniently located, easily accessible and regularly cleaned to meet the needs of Tanjung Dawai visitors. In fact, installing outdoor showers or foot wash stations near the beach access point to enable visitors to rinse off sand and salt water before using restroom or changing facilities.
Waste reduction and recycling are two suggestion methods to address waste pollution challenge. This method can support waste reduction and the sources by minimizing packaging and increasing the reusable item. Moreover, implement efficient recycling programs can help to keep trash out of landfill and encourage the usage of recycled resources. Furthermore, the proper waste management infrastructure such as trash collection system, recycling facility and sanitary dumping sites. From this suggestion, it can increase garbage collection coverage and effective waste technique.
The suggestion for infrastructure development is to improve infrastructure in Tanjung Dawai Kedah. This is because developing and improving infrastructure in Tanjung Dawai is essential to facilitate community connectivity and engagement. For example, road and transportation by improving the road network that connects Tanjung Dawai to neighboring areas and improving the condition of roads within the city. This will improve accessibility, facilitate the transport of goods and service, and promote mobility for residents and visitors.
Kita orang nak naik bas pergi Tanjung Dawai.
Let's go!
Sekarang dirinya bekerja sendirilah ya? Oh lah, okey.
Oh, okey.
Boleh tak nak tanya? Belah atas je, okey. Boleh tak nak tanya dari segi perkhidmatan berapa range? Tahu harga sekarang tengok sekarang.
Kalau sekitar di dalam
2000 lebih. Okey, ni pendapat lah. Tanjung Dawai ni adalah satu tempat pelancongan dekat Kedah Okey, pada pendapat Encik, apakah jenis pencemaran yang berlaku kat sini? Macam udara ke, plastik ke, air?
bisa daripada lautan kan. Juga ada pantai pasar. Sampah.
Sampah. Okey. Okey. Adalah segi okey, so Tanjung Dawai ni dikategorikan sebagai pembandaran ke tidak? Belum lagi. Wajar tak untuk Tanjung Dawai ni jadi tempat tumpuan kantung?
Wajar juga.